Grant Mitchell is back on EastEnders for the 40th anniversary, as EastEnders has teased us with a lovely little New Year's Day surprise. The press release reveals that he will be returning for the 40th anniversary of EastEnders. Obviously, this is off the back of the Phil Mitchell, depression, loneliness storyline, which all of us generally thought was probably going to culminate in a return for the long-lost brother, who's not been seen since 2015. He returns for the big ones, does Grant, and it's probably not going to be a long one, let's be honest, but he will be there nonetheless. All in his glory. Probably prefer a different time to release this, BBC, other than 1 a.m, please. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everyone. But yeah, so Ross Kemp will be back as Grant Mitchell. We knew that he was going to be here in some form, as there was a documentary being filmed, guys. It was a documentary. It was definitely just a documentary, nothing else at all. Definitely not Return that he was doing. But I mean, with the Nigel inclusion, which was unexpected, Nigel Bates being back, gonna probably reunite the three of them after 20 or 25 years, roughly? Like a fucking long time. Gonna reunite the trio and go back to the basics, where it's probably gonna play a big role in Phil somewhat getting back to his old self and kind of reigniting the fire in a fading Phil Mitchell. So, immediate thoughts. What do you think about this return?
Obviously, we all knew it was going to happen because he was filming a documentary, which I still want to believe is bullshit. I know it's true, but let me believe it was bullshit. So they were like, yeah, he's just filming a documentary, don't you worry. He's not here on set for any other reason. It's just a documentary, guys, don't you worry. It's like when your wife when you cheat on your wife, and it's like, she might be my secretary, but we're just going over the files. We aren't doing anything else, I swear. He's just... But obviously I'm excited. I knew this was gonna come out because there's no way you do a Phil attempting suicide or contemplating suicide unless he's literally dead. There's no way you do without Grant, because Grant is the big brother. You bring him in for all the big scenes that you need Phil for, or Peggy. Obviously,
I mean, he previously came back, as you're about to say. Sorry for interrupting, but he did previously come back for Peggy. He did previously come back for these scenes, introduce Courtney and the other one, Mark Fowler Jr. Previously introduced those characters, which, let's be honest, it would be cool to see them back in some sense. Would be cool to see these characters make a reappearance. Helped sort out Ben after he was, I think he was kidnapped by the people who killed Paul, the homophobic people. So, Grant had and will always have the hero's welcome, because it is like he is coming home. And as much as we can generally mock all the documentaries, and that definitely not staged. A bunch of guys with AKs at him. What are you gonna do? Fucking shoot me? No, you're not gonna do that, you fucking mugs. So, Grant, we could kill you, mate. I mean, what are you gonna do? Fucking shoot me? Come on then. My name's Ross. I'm the fucking boss. Yeah, all right, mate.
Just very quickly, on Ross Kemp personally, I think it's Extras. It's it's the sequel show from The Office UK. We had the two main lads who did it, Ricky Gervais and I forgot the other guy, Stephen Murray or something. And they're obviously Merchant. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. And obviously they're doing extras, which is they get celebrities in to do a sketch. And my favorite is to get Ross Kemp in, but they just have Ricky Gervais be like, yeah, why are you a fucking pussy? You're a pussy, mate. And then Ross Kemp's like, I know I am. I pretend to be a hard man. I fucking love it. You play a hard man, but you're not hard, are you? They just bully him. Yeah.
And I suppose I'll also make that preamble is that the reason why we're talking is the article's very short. The article's very short. It's all speculation, really. Let's set the scene. Before we read anything, let's set the scene. We can pretty much establish Grant will be back for the 40th anniversary week.
Yes.
That's it. That's all he'll be back for. He's not fucking doing anymore. Fuck off. No chance. He'll be there for the week. He'll be in the live episode. he will. Wait, is there a live episode or live aspects? I don't
I
remember
think
the
it's a live
phrasing.
episode with aspects.
I'd imagine Phil's loneliness will culminate in the anniversary stuff. Grant will find him. He'll return, show them that there's still life to bring. Maybe he brings back Louise or some shit. Maybe he brings Peggy with him, for example. Something for Phil to live for. Something to rekindle the Mitchell fire that burns deep within. Don't look back on the past and wish you were there. Look forward to the future. That's exactly what's going to happen. He's probably going to have some scenes with Sharon like, why the fuck are you getting with this bold mug? He's not even like me, the boss. Fucking, but that's what we can imagine. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be a long stint. You know, Grant's not coming back for a year. He's never doing that again. Unless he's like 70 and he's out of money. Like he's just not that kind of guy anymore. He doesn't want to do the hectic fucking schedule. He loves his little fucking, I'm going to do a documentary for 2 months and then I'm going to fuck off and get paid $2 million for this, you know?
Obviously, I want an interaction between him and Teddy. Like, I want him to find out about the new Mitchells, and be like, Billy, what the fuck? Like, if we can get Alan Ford in as well, because who's better than Grant, in my opinion? Alan Ford is better than...
Not better than Grant, let's be honest.
He is. Stevie Mitchell is fucking better than Grant Mitchell. I'll fight anyone. Grant Mitchell is overrated. Steve, if you can get...
You've not watched any of Grant Mitchell?
I have watched some Grant Mitchell. He's shit as an actor. Never liked him.
He's a solid actor. He's not a great actor, but he's fucking perfectly feasible for EastEnders. But I suppose just I'm just gonna let you sit on that hill. I'm just gonna let you die on it. Alan Ford was great in the 20 episodes he appeared in. Is he gonna be really up there with Grant Mitchell? Don't think so. How many iconic moments has he made that are still revered in soap history? Not much like fucking Sharon-gate, or the fight, or kung fu fighting, all these moments. Absolute joy.
His only good moment was kung fu fighting, let's be honest.
But the point with Grant is he is, like I said, I think without Phil and Grant, I do feel like EastEnders, obviously this is alternative history, but without Phil and Grant, it feels like it wouldn't have paved the way for that 90s era. Those two characters completely refaced EastEnders and brought it into a new generation without Julia Holland and Tony Smith, Julia Smith, Tony Hop, whatever the fuck, you know, the original creators of the show for running it, made it a bit more gangstery, made it more 90s, allowed it to kind of pave the course and keep going. Both two characters synonymous with fucking the show as a whole. And this is probably one of the most requested returns that always gets brought up. There's always a lot of people saying we want Grant back. And it's fortunately been in the way so far that we've not really seen the darker side of Grant in a long time. So anytime he comes back, everybody's fundamentally like, oh, more, please, please give us more. And, you know, maybe you'll get more in 10 years, maybe more in 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, he is the smoking gun. He's brought out of the bag when just when you need something that little bit more explosive, bit more sizzle to the steak, bit more spice to the fucking sauce. Grant Mitchell's box office in terms of EastEnders and in terms of soaps in general.
And just to continue on, I'm going to read the article now. There's nothing much on this article, but we will read it. We're about 9 minutes in, so why not? The iconic EastEnders has confirmed that Ross Kemp will reprise his role as Grant Mitchell for the 40th anniversary. The iconic character, who was last seen in Walford in 2016, will return for a short stint in the new year. That is definitely February, or tomorrow, fucking at 10 p.m. As the soap prepares to celebrate its anniversary in February, with a week of memorable episodes, including a live broadcast from the BBC L3 Centre, Grant's return has been confirmed to be nothing short of explosive, as he arrives amid his brother Phil's ongoing mental health struggles. The return of his estranged best friend Nigel Bates after 26 years, and the news that his ex Sharon is now dating his long lost cousin Teddy. I'm delighted to be returning to EastEnders as the show heads toward its 40th anniversary. Kemp, who made his first appearance as Grant in 1990, said of his upcoming return, EastEnders has always meant so much to me, so the return of this show is about to celebrate such a special anniversary. It's an absolute honour. Grant has never been far from the action, and let's just say this time it's no different, as he certainly comes back with a bang. EastEnders executive producer Chris Clenshaw added, "We are absolutely thrilled to welcome Ross Kemp back to EastEnders as he reprises the legendary role of Grant Mitchell. Whilst I'm not currently revealing exactly what brings Grant back to Walford, I can say that his return will play a significant part in the show's 40th anniversary and will make up many moments of truly unmissable TV."
Okay, they have said that it is in the new year, so perhaps he doesn't return for the 40th anniversary. Perhaps his return is in the new year, sets all the stuff in motion for the 40th to build and crescendo. Maybe a little return then, but like, if he was filmed the documentary, it could have been filmed fucking months ago at this point. Yeah, they usually are quite stoic with the details. They don't really like to give out too many details. So honestly, it's unclear when he will return. We've been speculating, but then I don't know. We're working with a week max. Like he's got a week. Let's be honest. Short stint Clenshaw back again. It's a strange one. It is a strange one to really look at. It's going to be great, first and foremost. It's going to be fantastic. Like we said, box office fucking Ross Kemp as Grant Mitchell. It's going to be golden. Perfect little scenario for him to come into and fucking light a fire under. Phil struggling, Nigel back, both of them clearly hiding a secret. Sharon also hiding a secret, now being with Teddy, who, let's be honest, pale imitation. None of the best aspects of Phil or Grant as a whole. Probably a dose of reality straight to Sharon's door. But I do have to say, it would be a criminal shame if he didn't bring back some more Mitchells, which is probably truly the final piece of the puzzle of this Clenshaw era of rebuilding the families. Bring back a Courtney, bring back Mark, something or the other, to bridge the generations in between, maybe someone with kids, etc., just to branch it out more and more so, and to also bring more of Phil's side to give him something to keep working for, and something that, who will love him unapologetically, not Teddy loving him when he's politely told Sharon to fuck off, or Sharon loving Phil when she needs Albie to go to the dentist that she's too busy swanning off in fucking Harry's barn to do,
I don't want to diminish what you just said, but to me there has to be a reason of why these characters would return, like Louise and shit, because I don't feel like you just bring them back, if does that make sense? You just don't.
It's an easy foundation, right?
I know it's an easy foundation. It's just I
mean, you will still have the reason cemented in bolstering the family around Phil. All of these new Mitchells balancing out Billy's side. Phil's left all alone with kids of 5. Needs someone there, and Nigel's not sticking around. Grant's not sticking around. You need someone to be Phil's family for the future when Grant, Nigel are all gone.
I get that. I would rather not see Louise Mitchell again, please. Unless it's recast. That would be great. Courtney, I don't know. I've never really seen her.
Courtney was great. Loved Courtney.
I only seen the bit at the tube station. But my final closing thought is, if we're looking at alternative history, imagine instead of EastEnders getting Phil and Grant, imagine Coronation Street or Emmerdale would have got them. That would have been, or Hollyoaks.
I mean, Grant was in Emmerdale.
I know he was in Emmerdale, but I mean the actual character.
He was in Emmerdale Farm. Whoa. Your nanny's favourite. But yeah, it's like I said, it's an exciting return. All that being said, semantics aside, this once again is them proving that all of these stops will be pulled out for the 40th anniversary, the celebration of the soap. Not many things make it to a 40th anniversary. Ask your parents on their second marriage. Don't know why, just will throw that in there. All your parents are divorced.